Hey friends, welcome back to Southern Crafts Corner. We are gonna take this Dollar Tree house and a couple coastal themed napkins along with our coastal corkboard sign from Dollar Tree. I have some of the new fabrics that just came out in the Shoreline collection. I'm gonna be using some blue paint today, some nautical rope, as well as cottage white and some Mod Podge for my craft. I'm going to start by getting my canvas blank, and by doing that I'm just taking my heat gun with a paint scraper and getting off this cork to get a flat surface. The heat helps the glue come up much easier. I decided to cover my cork side with a flat contact paper so that way the back of my craft ends up looking really smooth and finished. Next, I paint my blank side all white because I am going to be Mod Podging this napkin on top. So after I paint it white, I apply a coat of Mod Podge, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down my napkin, apply a clear contact paper on top, and get all of my wrinkles smoothed out. Once all my air bubbles are out, I'm gonna take a sanding block and just get this smoothed out. Next, I have this little house from Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this Adirondack chair off of this napkin. This one happened to have 6 of the same pattern, and I just need one of them. I'm making sure it fits inside there. And like I do with all of my napkins, I'm gonna paint the background white. So that way the pattern of my napkin is really strong in the front. I use Sea Glass by Deco Art for my color, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint my frame with 2 coats. And here's how that looks when it's all done. Next, it's gonna be time to apply 2 coats of Mod Podge, so that way we can dry it in between coats, and then we're going to iron on our napkin with a piece of parchment paper. So after we get 2 coats on there, we then apply our napkin on top, and then you'll see we're gonna dry this really good and then use some parchment paper to get it down. So here's my napkin, there's my parchment paper, and here is a small iron that I'm gonna put into all the nooks and crannies to get this flattened down nice and easy. I then take a X-Acto knife, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut my napkin at all the edges gently and carefully and get it flushed down into my house. Look how cute that looks and how well the blue matches. Next, I went ahead and cut 6-inch long strips of fabric. I'm using some different ribbon, some different rope, and just creating a really cute coastal messy bun. Layering them in no particular order. I also have some raffia here that I decided to add in right on top there. And I have this adorable nautical helm button that I'm gonna use on the front. So I'm adding a mess of glue to the front of my board, putting down my bow, and then I'm gonna go ahead and glue down my house, and the colors just match perfectly with that background. I then decide to take a package of the nautical rope from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and frame out my piece of art in the rope. Now it's time to add a hanger, and I'm just gonna use another piece of this rope, glue the ends together, and glue it down to the board to create this front style hanger in the front. And there you have it, a super simple, easy craft using 2 napkins and some supplies from Dollar Tree. I hope this inspires you to get crafty, and I hope to see y'all over at my page at Southern Crafts Corner. Happy crafting!